Have you ever noticed this? All day long you're busy, you're productive, you're fine. Have you ever noticed this? All day long you're busy, you're productive, you're fine. But the moment your head hits the pillow, the moment you finally relax, your mind decides to attack. Suddenly, every mistake you've ever made, every worry you have, and every cringy memory from 10 years ago floods your brain. You're not alone in this. It's a universal human experience. And here's the secret. The mind you have at night is not the same mind you have during the day. During the day, your brain is like a busy traffic controller, managing thousands of signals from your eyes, your ears, and your body. But at night, when you lie down in the quiet and the dark, it's like all the external traffic suddenly stops. Your mind enters what scientists call a sensory shutdown stage. With fewer distractions coming from the outside world, your brain turns its focus inward. The body gets ready to rest, but the mind gets ready to work. It starts its nightly review session, replaying the day's events. So why does this nightly review always seem to focus on the bad stuff? Why not all the great things that happened? Well, it all comes down to our ancient survival programming. Your brain is hardwired with something called a negativity bias. For our ancestors, focusing on potential dangers, a predator in the bush, a lack of food was essential for survival. That same part of your brain is still active today. At night, when you're vulnerable, your mind tries to protect you by scanning for threats, but in our modern world, those threats aren't lions. They're missed deadlines, awkward conversations, and financial worries. Your brain exaggerates these issues, treating them like life or death situations. So nighttime becomes the perfect moment for your brain to review everything that went wrong, just in case there's a lesson to be learned to keep you safe tomorrow. Hormones also play a huge role in this nighttime drama. As you get ready for sleep, your brain chemistry changes. Levels of serotonin, the feel-good hormone that helps regulate mood, naturally dip. This dip can make you more sensitive and emotionally reactive. At the same time, dopamine, which is linked to motivation and your ability to control your thoughts, also decreases. This makes it harder to steer your mind away from those negative thought loops. For some people, cortisol, the stress hormone, can actually spike at night instead of decreasing. The result of this hormonal cocktail? A small, insignificant idea that you'd easily dismiss during the day can suddenly balloon into a massive, terrifying worry that keeps you staring at the ceiling for hours. This hormonal shift is what sends your mind into what I call hyper-imagining mode. Just before you fall asleep, your brain's logic center, the prefrontal cortex, starts to power down. It's getting ready for rest. But your emotional center, the amygdala, stays wide awake and can even become more active. This creates a perfect storm. You have a highly active emotional brain and a half-asleep logical brain. The result? Your mind starts creating wild, often scary scenarios. It replays embarrassing moments from the past with vivid detail and then jumps to catastrophizing about the future. You lose the ability to rationally tell yourself, hey, this is not a big deal. You get trapped in a cycle of emotional reasoning where feelings feel like facts. This is also why we tend to remember our mistakes so vividly at night. Your brain performs a crucial function during the pre-sleep phase called memory reprocessing. It sifts through the day's memories, deciding what to keep and what to discard. But because of that negativity bias we talked about, your brain flags mistakes, embarrassing moments, and conflicts as important danger signals. It holds on to them, replaying them over and over to learn from them. It's trying to figure out how to avoid that danger in the future. Unfortunately, this means that positive, happy memories often fade into the background, while that one awkward thing you said in a meeting gets the primetime spotlight in your mental theater, night after night. This all leads to what I call the mind explosion effect. You're lying there, peacefully trying to drift off, and then bam, you suddenly remember you forgot to reply to an important email. Then another thought hits, that stupid thing you said back in high school. Then you start replaying a small argument you had with a friend. Why does it all come at once? Because at night, your brain is trying to untangle all the unprocessed emotions from the day. It's like a messy desk that needs organizing, and your brain decides the quietest time of day is the best time to do it. Unfortunately, this is also the worst time because you're tired, you're alone with your thoughts, and you can't do anything to fix these problems at 2 in the morning. And that's the key at night. Problems always feel bigger. There's a psychological reason for this. Darkness itself can increase feelings of anxiety and vulnerability. Your body is physically tired, which weakens your mental resilience and your ability to reason. Most importantly, there are no immediate solutions available. You can't call your boss, you can't have that difficult conversation, you can't fix the mistake right then and there. This powerlessness makes the problems feel permanent and unsolvable. When your brain can't find a quick action plan, it magnifies the issue, turning a small hill into an unclimbable mountain. You're left feeling trapped and overwhelmed, simply because the timing is all wrong. So how do you stop this nightly attack? You can't just tell your brain to stop thinking, it doesn't work. Instead, you need to give it a different job to do. One of the most effective techniques is to do a brain dump. Spend just 5 minutes before bed writing down everything that's on your mind: worries, to-do lists, random thoughts. This gets it out of your head and onto paper. Another crucial step is to turn off your phone at least an hour before sleep. The blue light and constant stimulation keep your brain in an alert state. Instead, try the 4-7-8 breathing technique. Inhale for 4 seconds, hold for 7, and exhale for 8. This activates your body's relaxation response. Listening to white noise, keeping a consistent sleep routine, and ensuring your room is cool, dark, and quiet can also make a huge difference. In the end, it is important to remember this. Your mind isn't trying to hurt you at night. It's actually trying to protect you, using ancient survival software that just isn't a great fit for our modern world. These negative thoughts are a normal part of being human. They are not a sign of weakness or a personal flaw. The key to taking back control of your nights is understanding what's happening in your brain, and then building simple, calming routines to help guide it toward rest. It's about working with your mind, not against it. Thanks so much for watching. If you found this helpful, please like and subscribe. And if you're someone who gets stuck in thought loops during the day, too, stay tuned for our next video, where we'll dive into the psychology of overthinking. See you then.